I'm here today just with a short stream. We're gonna be just finish off the side content, the remainder of the blue quest that I got, and then I'll probably just end it off there. Just got some plans to do tonight, but I do want to finish this off because I just want to get it done, I guess. Alright, let's see if 6 minutes. Okay, we're gonna add that, see what pops first. Cause surely it's 2 p.m. on a Wednesday. Oh, people might be at work still. That sucks. They should be awake and at my bidding to join my parties. Thoughts? I guess while we wait for this, some blue quest that we can do is just unlocking all the extremes, because this is gonna be my first time in endgame to do extremes. Oh my god, chills! I'm so excited. I'm terrified because I think I'm good at the game, but I don't think I'm this good at the game. Well, I do think I'm good enough to do this, but I've never done one synced before, so it's terrifying. Okay. So what have you brought for me today? A story. You did battle with Valigarmanda, the Turel Vidral of legend, dubbed the Sky Ruin, who ruled the heavens by beak and talon. Many are the legend of this beast among beasts, but I would wager the telling of your battle is more thrilling than most harrowing tales. By the hands of a devious scoundrel was the seal put in place by Gluljaja broken, and thus was the living calamity unleashed again upon the world, only to be struck down by Wuklamot and her mighty companion. Companions. No, just singular. This glimpse into the events of the Rite of Succession shall provide me with more than enough inspiration for my next song. Thank you for sharing it with me, Arid. By the by, do you know the meaning of the term Turel Vidral? In the language of the Mamulja, it means that which clings to the earth, a fitting description for beings powerful enough to claim an entire continent as their territory, and Valigarmanda was said to be the most formidable among them. Though you emerged victorious, the fiend was but recently roused from slumber. What do you suppose would have happened had Valigarmanda been given sufficient time to regain its strength? Such questions are why we have imaginations, yes? And imagine I shall, the mightiest heroes of Aetheris, matched against the full fury of Valigarmanda, a story for the ages. Thank you. No little tune for you to play. I shall miss it so. So, what have you brought for me today? Sorolja. The final moments of the former Dawn Servant's firstborn. His story gives rise to a complex mixture of emotions, and it would be insulting to call it something so trite as an adventurous tale. As the only true son of Gluljaja, he doubtlessly felt a heavy burden of responsibility to be deemed worthy of succeeding his father. This weight was likely made all the more stifling by the fact he had but one head. And so he sought great power to make up for his perceived shortcomings, yet he could never quite live up to the expectations he set for himself, and in his blind pursuit he stepped upon a crooked path. For 30 long years did he keep company with anger in that dome, yet no amount of anguish can justify the countless lives he stole. You know what I believe, Arid? I believe the moment Zorlja killed his own father, whose admiration he fought so hard to win, his life lost all meaning. His sins cannot be forgiven, 'tis true, yet his story is a tragic one, and I suspect each of us can see parts of ourselves reflected within it. That's fair. Thank you for sharing it with me. A dark shadow loomed over the Rite of Succession, and we would do best not to forget he who cast it. While many will view Zorolja as a murderer and tyrant, reducing him to a mindless villain will blunt the impact of the lessons we can learn from his fate. This is a tale that must be told with great care. The extreme for these trials seem fucking horrific, and I'm so excited. Have you come here to shape a heroic yarn with me, Erd? Please do go on. You have my rapt attention. So what have you brought for me today? Queen's Fiend. The trials and tribulations of Queen Sphene, who was confronted with many a difficult decision as she sought to protect the citizens of her nation, Alexandria. In that realm, people regard souls as merely a resource, and when they die, the ether of their memories is used to create the endless simulacra of the departed that can only be sustained with life force harvested from the living. Being so very different from what we know, such a way of life is difficult for us to accept. Indeed, it seemed only inevitable that you should come into conflict with Sphene. She herself was not among the living, but an entity brought forth to fulfill a certain objective, and therein I believe lay the root of this tale's tragedy. Recreated from the noblest of souls though she was helped to divide the purpose of which she had been bound, protecting the endless no matter the cost. Thus did she continue on a destructive path, though she knew it led only to a dead end. A question, if you may, my friend. Deep in your heart, do you believe that the Sphene whom you met was alive? So you think that, even with the knowledge that her existence differed from the living, you hold that she was alive. Yeah, it's weird. I thank you for your honest answer. I shall take it to heart. For my part, whether or not she was possessed of life, I believe that there existed an individual called Sphene who cared deeply for her people, who heard the voices of her people, felt as they did, and thought only for their welfare. That is why, at battle's end, she returned as the gentle soul you knew. Yeah, she wasn't a real person, but I think she was still alive in her own way. She had copied memories, but she was making new ones. But here, a thought fills me with dread. What if the soul failed to return, and the fearsome entity she became had continued its relentless onslaught? Might it have succeeded in his objective, and plundered life force from other realities at the cost of untold destruction? Of such a possibility shall I sing, that we might give thanks for the path we were miraculously spared. Oh my, okay. By golden light two rulers walk, their paths in conflict lying, one bound to slay, one sworn to save, they forged ahead untiring. The memories of departed days endured as fate and feathers, for keepers such a blessed warmth, oblivion for the breakers. Wow. We're never gonna get this fucking... Come on. 2 DPS? 1? Let's go!
Oh my fucking god!
Juno, the first walk. Oh, there's Preesh. Ooh, this seems fun. What an interesting first pull. It just feels weird.
Careful. That girl is stronger than she looks.
Oh.
How about we start with a big fat knuckle sandwich? strength.
There's just lines, right?
By the light of the dawn.
Holy. Why are they...
Not bad.
That was a
Not
blue.
bad at all.
That was just normal though, right?
Oh, we're just getting started. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Okay, it's a double, and it's me, and I'm scared. Was I in charge of like... Oh, does each of the lines have one person? Wait, that's kind of really... Wait!
The blessed power of Altana.
Wait, if each like alliance had one person?
Man, is that all? And I was just working up an appetite. You ready for this? Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
There we go.
Auroral uppercut. Still kicking? Could so am I. This should do it. Take this and that and one of these.
And she's still not dead.
Now we're having a party. Time to get serious. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
That's so cool. I actually really fucking love this. I was thinking maybe I could just do this solo or like just or like I could just do solo just to record it, but I'm really glad I'm just streaming this.
Ouch! That was a good one. Wait for it.
It's fucking me again. Well, I died, but my wait for it was right.
Auroral uppercut.
At least I died in the right spot.
You can't stop the flood of mortal existence. Eat this! Take this and that and one of these.
So many sages, man.
This wasn't how it was supposed to go.
No copper.
I've a bone to pick with this one. But first... The only way out is forward. A forest, huh? guard. What is that? Is some kind of Tural Bismarck? On your guard. I sense something up ahead. Something big.
Holy fucking amount of things here. Big Dargan.
A dragon. Ah, but surely it's no match for you.
Ooh. Dark matter blast. That's scary. No. So I'm gonna assume I don't want to be behind it. Oh, that's a big. Okay. And now you run away from me. Got it. Inside? Darters. Just got little baby ants. What the fuck is going on? just get off that. Okay, mechanic makes sense. Wrong person. Okay. These are definitely long and hard.
Teleportation magic. Ah, brace yourselves.
Whoa.
Aye, so where are we now? And what are these floating ruins?
Oh, so I waste. Okay. I don't even know what I got anymore now.
There's something about that big tower.
Yeah. Oh. Eek! I get it now. There's so many, like... There's so many just, like, these trash mobs, and, like, all these, like, dungeons and just raids, and... Not raids, just the Alliance raids so far, and, like, some of the dungeons, they just have, like, their own boss mechanics, and it's just trash pulls. Love Amphitheater.
5 of them? This should be interesting.
This is definitely interesting, I guess, to say the least. Angels. I need to clear this up. Well, that's future me's problem. Oh, the tank's back. Nice. They're on their way somewhere. What? What does this mean? Why are you on me?
You shall be burned by the rage that controls you.
Oh my god.
By the cowardice that binds you.
What the fuck is happening?
You shall be twisted by the envy that drives you.
Transferring things between them?
Cowardice dismembers. You shall be smothered by the arrogance that consumes you.
What? What's happening to these people? I'm so lost? It's just tethers. Follow tethered things are happening.
You shall be defeated by the apathy that plagues you.
Envy engulfs. Cowardice dismembers.
This is good to spam AoE now?
You shall be consumed
Oh
by the
my
cowardice
fucking
that
god.
binds you.
So much is happening.
Arrogance defiles. Cowardice dismembers.
Apathy strikes!
Okay.
Well fought. Wuklamat chose her companions well. Our next destination. No doubt a warm reception awaits us. Let's go and have a look. What? Then why only you?
I'm the only newbie here? Oh. I remember I watched the trailer. For some reason I thought this was, because I know in 7.1 they released like a post quest for Pandemonium. I thought this was Pandemonium at first quick glance. Kindred Rage Shadow Lord. Ooh.
Come, mortals. Allow me to show you the depths of my hatred and your folly!
Ooh.
I cannot
Well.
die! Not until I have eradicated you and your kind from this world!
Whoa! Oh, that was fucking minuscule.
The land trembles before my might!
What is happening? What is happening?
I will tear your flesh and crush your bones!
Then book it direct right. Okay. Wait, easy enough.
Flames of hatred.
What the fuck?
They burn. There will be naught left of man but smoke and ash.
Oh my god.
Let the fires ride and rage.
Okay, that's cool.
Kneel before me. Your demise shall portend the extinction of Altana's vile progeny.
Everyone here.
The darkness within me shall devour you all. This insult, I will scour it away with your blood. Give up your painful strivings. Give in to the darkness of oblivion.
The fuck is that?
Your funeral dirge has begun. Its mournful notes sing of your demise. Wretched filth, return to the feculent soil that birthed you.
Okay, we're chill. Oh, okay. Here, right. Left.
Behold, as the spate of my rage quenches the candle of your trivial existence.
Up, left. Forward. We got... Fuck, man. Dude!
Can your vaunted justice withstand the brunt of the deepest rancor and wrath? Crush you like the insects you are!
Back to this, I kind of really think this actually.
Coming back until the fires of wrath consume me!
Not this fucking bullshit again, dude. No, what's happening? We die? Woo. Home away from home. What a... Ooh. What an alliance raid. No music. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Surely I get something from these, right? An 85 and 88, a 69. The 69, I might lose that. The rest? Nothing? Not a one. You're actually lying to me. You're actually lying to me. That's disgusting. Oh my god. What? That's abysmal. Is this a similar thing to Alexandria? Because this obviously isn't Alexandria. This is FF11, not FF9. She's merely sleeping. It remains to be seen if she'll give us a fight when she wakes. Erg. Ah, she stirs. Ah! A two-headed lizard trying to take a bite out of me, huh? A scrawny thing like you would barely make a snack. Besides, we don't eat people. Sorry, I'm a little on edge. If you've no quarrel with us, we've none with you. We only wish to talk. Can they really be trusted? We should know better than to judge people based on their appearance. It's fine, we're an intimidating specimen. I'm Preesh, by the way. Nice to meet you. Today's just been full of surprises. While we're here... just have something to do. There's much of this we don't understand, but what we do understand is that the battle is won, for now at least. What would have otherwise been a struggle proved a decisive victory against the Dawn Servant Shade and the rest of those fiends. That is to say, thank you for your help, Arid. It all began with a stone. What were your names again? Arid and Bokul Jaja. Arid and Bokul Jaja, right? I don't know where you're from, but I can tell I'd love to visit. I can't say I've never seen anyone quite like you before. If you're done with the small talk, would you mind explaining why you attacked us? What in the world are you talking about? Don't play the fool with us. You were spouting nonsense about being Tari and nearly killed a man on your rampage. Well, I do recall fighting Tari not long ago to protect Ulmia. Ulmia? A friend of hers, you say? That's all well and good, but she was addressing Glul Jaja's shade with that name. The incantations needed to the summoner are said to be based on a much older magic, one capable of clouding people's minds. If our enemy is skilled enough to summon Glul Jaja, it stands to reason such tricks are not beyond them. Meaning young Preesh here was likely tricked into believing the shade was this Ulmia person. So it was all an illusion then. It started to come back to me. There was someone who warned me that a dear friend needed my protection. Bug. He was blue like your left head, and he gave me these bizarre weapons. Blue like me. I usually fight with my fists, but didn't think twice to accept what they gave me. I suppose their magic's to blame. In any case, I hope the real Ulmia hasn't been dragged into all this. Can you tell us anything about the one you thought was Ulmia, where they may be hiding, perhaps? Not that I could, but when I got here, it was all by my lonesome. Here being where exactly? Juno. At least I think this is Juno. There was never anything like that here before. It's mostly empty, but there are a few people lingering about. If you know where to look, maybe they can tell us something. Go with Preesh and see what you can learn of this place and the whereabouts of the Shade. We will remain here and keep watch on this rift. There's something foul on the winds here. The sooner we leave this place, the better. Right then, let's have a look around. Oh, and we should probably stop by the Tenshodo as well. It's in the back of Neptune's Spire, across the way from the fountain. Oh good, I was hoping to run into you two. I don't wish to be overly forward, but why are you speaking with that Mabulja earlier? More importantly, what was it doing here? They would never dare venture beyond the shores of Aragia, unless, my gods, has Gululjaja laid siege to Ottergon? Is Juno next to fall? I don't know anything about the sieges of invasions, but that Mabulja over there is a friend of mine. There ain't nothing for you to worry about. This poor man's probably more confused than we are about all this. Is this map more yellow? Yeah, it is. I wonder if that's the FF11 maps. Adventurers gather from all corners of the world to buy and sell their spoils here. The taxes are a pain, but it's worth it for the wide selection. Just between you and me, though, I've heard you can cut a good deal with the merchants peddling their wares just outside of town. But why is it closed? The auction house never closes. Maybe they're waiting for things to return back to normal around here. Whenever they reopen, I suggest you stop by. Who knows, you may get lucky and find something way below market price. You're new to Juneau, aren't you? I can tell by the way you were taking in the sights. The city was built upon Heaven's Bridge, connecting the two great continents of Quan and Mindartia. Mindartia. Excuse me. You find there is an upper level and lower level, a port, and the administrative plaza of Rulud Gardens. At least you would have before. All the way in and out of the lower Juneau appears to be blocked or cut off. Switching here is worse than I thought. This is a very pretty town. How many 1K can I have? Party looking dark samurai dragoon. That's funny that these are the probably the players. Holy. What? Why is this blocked off? There's supposed to be stairs here leading to the residential area. I swear, things get stranger here by the minute. Can't say I've seen you your sword around here before. Where are you from, stranger? Limsa Laminsa? Can't say I've heard of it. Most folks passing through hail from Sandoria, Bastok, or Windurst. Considering the present state of Juneau, though, it seems strange as becoming a common occurrence. I'd be lying if I said I'd heard of your homeland either, but that's not important right now. At times like this, we need to know who can be trusted. Just speak to you normally. I've only visited Juneau a handful of times when I needed a place to lay low, and maybe to lick my wounds once or twice. I've always enjoyed my time here, though. Met quite a few interesting people along the way. Oh, that's why. I didn't realize this door opened. Tenshodo. You press against the door, but it refuses to budge. Won't open? Then I guess we won't be meeting Aldo. He's head of the Tenshodo. When the world's in danger, he's always there to lend me a hand. Science, eh? They sound like a competent lot. Unfortunately, we're on our own here. Whatever's happening here, these people are just as bewildered as we are. We should go back and find Gululjaja, see if he's noticed anything. Auction house, any questions? And then pass, great wealth. Come on, tank. Q. Yay. Oh, baby, honeybee, lovely time. Oh, I'm so excited! Oh, she also has some homophobia.
This starlet with a sting, the adorable but deadly, sweet but poisonous, honey bee lovely.
Oh, so excited.
The honeybee lovely show has begun.
Let's put on a lovely show for the audience.
Omni Honey. This is a raid wide. Wow, what a surprise.
Submit to your lovely queen.
Whoa, whoa. Okay.
Beautifully judged.
Is that white?
Hope you're ready for me to steal your heart.
Honeybee live. This is where the heart mechanic comes in. That's all I know about this.
Proud to say that the sweet sting of honeybee's charms. Oh, she's definitely feeling your love. Can the challenger resist the irresistible? I know I can't.
Whoa, whoa.
Alas, her charms were not to be denied.
I'll make you mine. Is everyone having a good time?
Alright, loose hearts. Well.
A little taste to make it interesting.
I wasn't expecting it to be southern.
Counter fearsome venom strike!
No hard feelings if I kill you? What? Oh, you're kidding me. It didn't work? B is for brilliant.
Oh, didn't hear that.
What's this? Honeybee has changed her routine.
Got it. Okay.
Ooh, what a delightful battle this is! We're just getting started! Who's my obedient little bee?
Oh. Oh. Well. Goodbye, everyone. No one saw stack markers. Whole thing to start again? Well.
The Honeybee Lovely Show has begun.
Let's put on a lovely show for the audience. Submit to your lovely queen.
Beautifully dodged.
Hope you're ready for me to steal your heart.
Now to savor the sweet still of Honeybee's charms. Oh, she's definitely feeling your love. Can the challenger resist the irresistible? I know I can't.
Oh, did I walk into a heart? Fuck.
Alas, her charms were not to be denied.
I'll make you mine.
Wrong person.
A little taste to make it interesting.
Here comes her fearsome venom strike!
No hard feelings if I kill you? What? Are you kidding me? It didn't work? B is for brilliant.
What's this? Honeybee has changed her routine!
Four bone stacks!
Ooh, what a delightful battle this is!
Wrong person.
We're just getting started! Who's my obedient little babe?
There we go. Eek. What? The freaking heart spawned on me. And I was gonna go deathless. Ah, whatever.
Your support means the world to me, everyone.
Even I felt that one off, but the challenge is still standing!
B is for break you to a bloody pulp.
Interesting.
What a clash! Neither side is willing to yield! What power! Looks like someone isn't holding back. And they're done! Is it over already?
Whew. What a run. It wasn't horrifically hard, but it was... Like, I can see how they can make it so much harder for the extremes of the savages, and I'm excited. Let's see.
It's all over. Until next time.
I don't think I need any of these, except unless I want it for glam. But I'll still collect them. Something's better than nothing. Here's something else. What a performance that was. I knew you could do it, my friend. To think you actually managed to take Honeybee down. You're the real deal. With this victory, you're now eligible to challenge the reigning champion of the lightweight heavyweight division, and as eager as I am to see you claim the crown, it will take some time to make arrangements for the match. While you wait, why not find yourself a second? That is, someone who supports you by gathering information on your opponents and giving advice on your training. Black Hat? Wait, if he needs a second, then please let me do it. Those who lose aren't allowed to fight for a while, so I'm free. But above all, I'd love to see the person who defeated me defeat everyone else too. As an active fighter, I suppose you would know your opponents better than most. If Aerith is willing, then I certainly wouldn't object. You won't regret this. Now, if I'm to be your second, you gotta know my real name. I'm Yana. I look forward to working together. I love her eyes. They're so pretty. Young though she is, Yana is the certified fighter of the Arcadion. With her knowledge of your opponents, I believe she is a sound choice for your second. Let's head to my gym. It's a bit messy, but it's far more comfortable than in this dreary old place. As you seem to have everything well in hand, I will excuse myself. I shall see you again when it is time for the match. Yana's yarn. Right then, follow me. The gym isn't too far from here. Oh wait, right, I forgot. Oh, this cutscene plays. I forgot Humble Bundle updated. They have their new choices out. It's been Tuesday. I have heard none of these games. So I've heard Blasphemous 2, I think. But besides that, I've truly heard like nothing of this. Some of the games look cool though. Let's hope he's picking it up, but... Alright, live reaction done. Hey, aren't you Aerith, the fighter who doesn't use a regulator? To not only fight, but win without using a feral soul. You're absolutely amazing. I'll be cheering for you from now on. I was so surprised when I saw you in the ring. You're the hero who protected us from the soldiers. I've been your biggest fan ever since. You'll win your next match too. I just know it. You heartless fiend. How dare you embarrass your sweet honeybee like that? I hate you. Enjoy this feeling while you can, new blood. You'll be begging for mercy come your next match. My, the fans are quite riled up today. I understand the need to let out their frustration, but I wish they could find more productive ways to use that energy. But do excuse me, I'm something of a storyteller, and I have a keen interest in seeing how this championship unfolds. When you have a moment, I would love to ask you a few questions. Wait, you're Black Cat. What are you doing, keeping company with the bloke who just beat you? That's probably why you lost. You don't have any pride. I'd much rather watch your sister fight. Nobody put on a show like Wicked Thunder. This is never ending. Let's get out of here. Bye. I truly wish I could just run downstairs like it's a slope. It's one of the things I like. This just in every single video game. You never fucking, unless it's super realism, you never see a character just fucking take step by step down a flight. But man, what I would give to be just run down a flight of stairs like that. Looks like we managed to slip away. Come on, the gym's just over here. I do know Wicked Thunder, whoever that is, her sister, but I do know that's the fourth right in here. And that's, again, like the extent of my knowledge. And obviously the third guy we saw earlier was the third guy we fight. And here it is. Turtle's Training, the home of Alexandria's finest fighters. That being said, I'm the only one here at the moment. It's also my actual home. The first floor is where I live, and the basement is where I train. Now don't be shy. Go on in and make yourself comfortable. This is a really nice gym. It's a pleasure to meet you, mister. My name is Nayuni, and thank you very much for looking after my sister. This isn't Wicked Thunder, right? Thank you for knocking me out, are you? Anyway, as you may have pieced together, I have two sisters. Okay, that's what I thought. Whew. And though they're gone now, our parents were originally from Tyrol. They happened to be in Yasulani when the dome appeared, and ended up trapped. Here, they took up work as hunters, but they were always opposed to regulators and never wore them. And one day, they went out and never came back. Truth be told, I became interested in you because you reminded me of our parents. Like them, you're averse to using souls. We, on the other hand, don't see such a problem with the practice, so at our sister's urging, we started wearing regulators after mother and father died. It's only because they weren't wearing regulators where they passed that we can still remember them. When they passed. Whether we're better or worse off for it, I can't say. I was too little to understand what had happened, but I've heard the story from my sisters, so when I see you fight, I can't help but feel anxious. Arid, I say this knowing your stance, but won't you consider wearing a regulator in matches, if only to revive yourself should the worst come to pass? I'm afraid you can't change people's minds when it comes to soul use, Nayuni. It's a question of culture and upbringing. But rather than talk about such things, we should celebrate. You've won 2 championship matches now, Arid. This calls for drinks. We've only got energy tonics, but it's the gesture that counts, right? Gesture. You're celebrating even though you lost? Yeah. So, after what my delightful fan said outside earlier, I imagine you're curious about my sister. Her name's Eutrope, and she rose to be a top contender in the heavyweight division. She'd become a fighter to look after me and Nayuni first and foremost, but it turned out she was great at it. Hardly surprising, I suppose. She's always excelled at everything she set her mind on. She was a natural at combat, and on top of that, she mastered how to wield Electrope. Hold on, I have just the thing. Ooh, wield Electrope. This is a recording of one of her fights. Wicked Thunder was her ring name. She harnessed the Leven Seed soul in conjunction with Electrope, and could shapeshift to adapt to adapt to her enemies in battle. I'm confident enough in what I can do. Eutrope herself taught me how to fight, but I can never emulate her fighting style. The thing is, she just disappeared one day without saying a word to us. Oh. She was so close to being immortalized, too. Okay, Prince Mush. I see you. ICUTTYD. Glitzpit. Right, you wouldn't know. Other Arcadion fighters retire young. Feral Soul Transfiguration is just too much of a burden on the body. Those who fight to the age of 20 are immortalized in the Ascension Arcadia Hall of Fame. This comes with the privilege of moving to the luxury residences on Everkeep's upper level, where they can live on their days in comfort. Eutrope threw all of that away when she vanished. I just can't wrap my head around why. But that's enough reminiscing for now. It can't be long. Now before your next match. So let's head back to the Arcadian. I'm gonna flip-flop between how I pronounce that every time it appears. Good luck, Arid, and please be careful. So yeah, I think my theory of this being Glitzpit like last stream might be correct. Because what do you mean she just vanished right before she was about to make it big? I feel like she was too good, so they kidnapped her. And are gonna use her soul or something? Or maybe just force her to fight against her will? I don't know. Because I know she's the fourth fight, which is... I wish that wasn't spoiled now knowing the lore, but... What happens? How do we get there? Here we go, Arid. I'll do my best to support you as your second. Vile Heat. If you win this next fight, you'll become champion of the light heavyweight division. Let's give it everything we've got. No, cutscene first. Alright, because we gotta see him on the big screen from Metin. Right, let's take a look at your next opponent. Okay. Yana is gonna show it to us. Okay, Junkrat. That there, I forgot to say, is the reigning light heavyweight champion, Brute Bomber. Everyone here got homophobia in their eyes. He uses the might of the Bomb King to ignite all that he touches, but that'll be the least of your worries. He's a dirty fighter who'll do anything and everything to win. The rules be damned, countless of his opponents have had to be carried to the infirmary. But you'll be fine, I'm sure of it. If you bested me, you could best the Brute Bomber too. Now go and blast that loathsome lout out of his own ring, and come back here the new champion. Okay. Or not. Okay. So far, of the 3 DPS of type, no melee. We have no melee, it's all ranged. So my tanks shall be getting my thingies.
Tonight, the
blow you to smithereens.
The brute mother has knuckled his way into the ring! Even I felt that one! Oh, but the challenger's still standing!
Thankfully I moved a bit more. Layer it again. Oh!
You should know that I have a short fuse.
Thank you for the voice line. Does that mean? I mean, I probably would have seen the short fuse anyway, but just hearing that specifically, maybe actually look for it. If he does the weird poison gas again, so I can actually see how they dodge that one.
Don't mind me. Throat's a bit parched.
Ooh.
Out of the way, tin can.
My word, he just assaulted the referee! The scoundrel!
No more distractions.
Again.
Beautifully dodged.
Oh, this is cool. Quite easy, but still cool regardless. Ooh. Oh, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool.
A vicious blow! Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Eek! Again, man?
Oh my! The challenger went down hard. They're back on their feet. What grit?
We're fucking playing a we're just fucking ping-ponging the reses. Massive! Right at the very end, but whatever. Bye! Well, he was already disqualified.
Match is decided. Victory goes to the challenger. It's all over. Until next time.
3 out of 4 done, baby. You did it. You really did it. Even though you beat me, I'm absolutely over the moon for you. It's truly astonishing what you can do without a feral soul. With this, you're now the light heavyweight champion. Congratulations, Arid. Now, there's gonna be a ceremony to officially crown you champion. All in Sundry will be watching, so make sure you wear something you won't regret. Ready are you? Then let's get you on stage for your big moment. And this is gonna be where we see Wicked Thunder, or whatever the dark underbelly of this Arcadion is. My fellow citizens, we are gathered to recognize the new champion of the Arcadion, a rising star who shot to the top of the light heavyweight division at a breakneck speed. Without further ado, please give a warm welcome to the man of the hour. The unstoppable upstart, the unenhanced but unbeatable, the one and only Arid Alvis. That Dantro theme, chills. That's my goat back there. Come on up. Don't leave Yana back there. Hold it right there. Your victory was a farce, and I refuse to accept it. Oh my! It appears Boot Bomber is unsatisfied with the outcome of his match. He fought with 8 of you. How is that fair? Let's settle this one-on-one, just you and me. I'd win, it'd just take 5 ever. You're one to talk about fair. If it's supposed to be a one-on-one fight without your bloody Bomb King. Ooh. Shut your mouths, I make the rules here. Do you? You're the light heavyweight division, dude. Oh! What in the world just happened? I do love with these people because you can never tell what's showmanship and what's Wicked Thunder. I forget her name, starts with an E. Eutrope? Eltrope? Eutrope. I don't believe it! Wicked Thunder, the heavyweight fighter who suddenly vanished, has returned! I will have your soul. Prepare yourself. Huh? What's this? Wicked Thunder has just challenged the unstoppable upstart. Alas, as much as I wish to bear witness to their clash, Wicked Thunder's license was revoked upon her disappearance. I am unable to sanction such a match. Intriguing. Most intriguing. But this voice, it's the president. I will allow a special exhibition match. Prepare Wicked Thunder's ring, and prepare yourself, upstart. So something happened to her. You heard it, folks. By permission of the president, a match will be held. Who will emerge the victor? Neoteric Witch or the unenhanced warrior? This is an event you cannot afford to miss. The Neoteric Witch. Ooh la la. Eutrope, where have you been? And why have you come back now? I'm sorry, it's just I wasn't prepared to see my sister like that. It's a shame your big moment was spoiled, but now that the match has been decided, there's nothing for it but to prepare. As a former heavyweight fighter, Eutrope's more than a cut above everyone you've faced thus far. Even so, having seen how quickly you've climbed up the ranks to become champion, I reckon you're far from overmatched. As Nayuni mentioned, Eutrope, or rather Wicked Thunder, harnesses the 11 Steed's soul and employs Electrope in battle. Her ring's a recreation of an imaginary city designed to allow her the full use of her powers. Her bouts are notoriously so dangerous that there isn't even seating for spectators. And while she's my sister, I'm your second. So you go out there, Arid, and you win this. Ooh. Be my honey, baby. M4 baby. Have you come here to share heroic yarn with us, the usual? Chaotic Alliance raids pit up to 24 adventurers against a fearsome foe who has been made even more powerful than before. Oh yeah. Ah, that reminds me. Some days ago, I had the pleasure of meeting your good friend Grahatia. He approached me, wondering if he had seen me elsewhere before, and so I told him about my endeavors in verse. Taking an interest in my work, he invited me to join him at Zabalyev Tea, where we discussed tales of heroism over tacos and churrasco. 'Twas then that he shared a story that is especially close to his heart. The Fellowship of Noah's foray into the Crystal Tower. You play a vital role in it, did you not? Together with more than a score of your fellows, you triumphed over numerous formidable foes to secure the structure. How do you recall the experience, pray? As adventurers typically work in small groups, I dare say it felt quite different to be part of a large contingent. Haha, you truly are fearless, my friend. Now, I can only speak as an observer, but I imagine it must be uniquely satisfying to sally forth as a member of a great collective to accomplish tremendous feats. And defeat the dreaded Cloud of Darkness is a tremendous feat indeed. She's a ruler among her kind, occupying the highest rung of the hierarchy of Voidsent. Full oft has she left her mark upon mankind's history, not least of all when she forged a pact with Emperor Zand. And according to record, she employed powerful magics, the likes of which defied mortal comprehension. It may well be that you saw merely one aspect of the Cloud of Darkness. As I understand it, Voidsent are changeable beings, their forms depended on the factors such as the ether at their disposal. Another time, and you may have faced a somewhat different foe. 'Tis an intriguing possibility to consider, would you not agree? So, together with your comrade Reen, you gave rise to being based upon the Cloud of Darkness, a familiar yet distinct entity shaped by a combined impression of the Voidsent Queen. That gives me an idea. I shall compose a song about the true Cloud of Darkness as I imagine her, for which I shall draw inspiration from your account. Without further ado. And light and dark as one become, to oblivion all to cast, a champion dauntless shall arise to cleave them at the last. To their hands entrusted be the hopes of all mankind, upon the wind eternal born, a bright and shining sign. Whoa. Oh, there's more. Oh my god. The time has come, so go you forth until the battlefield. The final confrontation looms to test your blade and shield. Whoa, bars. Though it may pale in comparison to facing the Cloud of Darkness, it gave me great satisfaction to compose these verses, and should they give you satisfaction as well, then naught would please me more. Alright, that's all those unlocked. I think once I get in Juno, this is gonna fucking finish. Of course. Dude, what did I say? Return at last with answers, I hope. Whatever you want. I'll read it, pretend like I'm not even in queue. So, well, it's just 1 DPS. So we're truly in this Juno, as she says. But I've traveled out... There we go. You trip. Oh, big chocobo head.
Wielding both magic and machina, she's a witch for a new age, the wondrous Wicked Thunder!
Ooh! Wait, what the fuck? Okay, I did see a clip of in this fight someone getting knocked, or like the whole team getting knocked back to that platform, so I know to...
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
The music is so good here, dude. Oh my god.
There is no limit to Electro's potential.
Got it. Locked and loaded. Can't fool me.
Electrope has many uses. Watch and learn.
What the fuck? Hello? Where's my arena? Why are we standing here? Oh. Oh, I didn't see the first one, did I? That makes sense. There were 3 in it. Okay. Wait, back, forward, or left, right, right, left.
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
Great wings! Ha! A wickedly divine!
Okay. Gonna explode. I didn't even see fucking her health one. Oh my god.
I'll erase you.
I get it now. I'm locked in. Right, left, right. Right. Left. Oh, they give you a lot of time to dodge that. Huh?
Be gone.
Oh, okay.
Even I felt that one. Oh, but the challenger's still standing.
Should she knock us out now, or is that an extreme money thing? That might be.
Still standing! Damn it. No choice but to withdraw.
Withdraw to where? What are you doing? What happened? Who are you? What happened to you?
In a shocking turn of events, Wicked Thunder has fled the ring. Our unstoppable upstart is victorious.
Yes.
It's all over.
I got the minion. Everyone else might have already passed on it. Who knows? Alright, Lord time. You're safe, thank goodness. But for you to actually triumph, it seems you have the stuff to succeed even in the upper divisions. I was hoping to have a word with Utro, but she's disappeared again. There's nothing else to do for now, so let's head back to the gym. Cannot see target. Rada, rada, rada. Nayuni will have watched the fight at home. I wonder what she thought of, well, everything. Come on, let's head in. I'm relieved you're unharmed, Arid, but what a shock it was to see Eutrope again, and in that manner. Oh? What's happening? What are you doing here? Are you trying to stop me from... Did you realize... Well, no matter. I'm not here to fight you, but to talk to my sisters. Is there some deep secret she was trying to stop us from continuing on? Good, because we have a mountain of questions for you. Why did you disappear without a word? What exactly have you been doing all this time? I'll explain everything in due course, but if you want to live, Yana, you need to give up fighting right now. What? Why? Because if you repeatedly transfigure your flesh with a feral soul, you'll eventually develop psychonecrosis, an irreversible disease where your own soul degrades. Once it's begun, it's too late. All you can do is await death, like me. Yeah, there was for sure something wrong with that. Okay, so it's not a deep secret, it's just... Well, I guess it's a semi-secret, and they just keep abusing fighters to use it, not telling them about the risks. Fuck. This can't be true. I knew there were risks, but isn't that why fighters are immortalized? So we can get up before it's too late? Yana, have you ever met one of the immortalized? The life of comfort promised at retirement is just a lie woven to exploit us and cover up our deaths. But I remember them all. How can that be if they're all dead? Rather than to new homes, the fighters are taken to a secret facility. There, their regulators are removed, and they are kept in confinement until they die. Without the regulators fitted, Everkeep systems have no way of detecting their death, nor of preserving their memory. I hadn't noticed changes to my body, and so decided to seek the counsel of the immortalized. I had noticed, and when I snuck into the president's office to ascertain their whereabouts, I discovered the sordid truth. I feared I would become another victim if I remained, and so I disappeared, and began searching for a cure to the illness. Did you find one? Oh, thank God. In theory, the remedy is another person's soul, but an ordinary one won't do. No, it has to be surpassingly dense. Like yours. I bear you no ill will, but you're my only hope of survival. Rather than ambush you in the city and cause a disturbance, I challenged you in the ring, certain I would claim my prize. I knew the president wouldn't pass by the opportunity for a thrilling match, but I'd become weaker than I realized. That's the only reason we're having this conversation now. Next time, I will have your soul. Wait, Eutrope, even if it's to save yourself, you can't just take the soul of another. It isn't right. That's easy for you to say. You don't have to live with the knowledge that every single moment your soul is being eaten away. What is Maten doing here? Forgive my intrusion. I'd come to see how you were faring after your sister's sudden appearance, but I fear I've overheard something most distressing. So you didn't know either, despite your position as sentient Arcadia. Had I known, I assure you I would not comment it with such enthusiasm. It was in the belief that our fighters were safe that I enjoyed my work. Okay, he's a good one. There's only one thing to do. We make the truth public and stop the fights. I don't want anyone else to suffer. Oh no, that is the worst thing we could possibly do. The president shows no mercy to those who get in his way. Should we go public with this secret, no one would be safe, not you or me or any of the fighters. That Eutrope has kept silent, I suspect, is because she understood this. So we just keep climbing our way to the top to overthrow the hierarchy. I suppose you're right. So I'm guessing M12 will be the fight against the president. In hindsight, it's because he's such a ruthless man that he could cover up the disease. I believe we have but one recourse. Me, Arid, you must rise to the very summit of the Arcadion and become the Grand Champion. You see, the Grand Champion is granted access to all the souls on a repository. While it wouldn't be the intended purpose of this privilege, you would be at liberty to release them. By thus getting rid of all feral souls left, the fighters will no longer be at risk. With the skill you've displayed thus far, I have faith that you can do it. Good, good. And now it would garner suspicion if I linger too long, so I shall take my leave, if you'll excuse me. As you'll recall, I can't fight in any matches for a while, and given what I know now, it's just as well. But I'll of course continue to support you as best I can. At the same time, Nayuni and I'll undertake our own search for a cure for psychonecrosis. There has to be a way to save our sister without sacrificing you, or anyone else for that matter. What could some of the souls we find in the repository be dense enough, I wonder? That was my thought process, at least for a second. To be honest, I'm still trying to wrap my head around everything. To put on a brave face for Nayuni's sake, but the truth is I'm terrified. I'm really glad to have you with us in this. This has become more than just a fighting competition, but for the sake of our goal, we'll have to go along with it. So come and find me here when it's time to begin your Cruiserweight campaign. There's our new light heavyweight champion. I've been most eager to talk to you, my friend. I'm assuming whoever this is how we get the extremes, or savages. And it was the guy, I was gonna say that. I believe a proper introduction is in order. My name is Gabro, and I am a cartoonist, that is, a storyteller in the medium of art. Most of my works are inspired by the battles in the Arcadion, and I love nothing more than to chronicle the journey of the unstoppable upstart. I shall make myself available nearby for when you have a moment to share your tales. Gabro's works are tremendously powered in Solution 9, and the fact that he wants to make a story about you is proof of your own popularity. You could do worse than have a chat with him. Pick on someone your own size. Arid, I was hoping you'd stop by. Though the light heavyweight division is the lowest tier of the championship, you'd be you surprised one and all by rising up as champion without the use of feral souls. And you didn't stop there. When former heavyweight victor Wicked Thunder unexpectedly appeared to challenge you, you bested her as well. Never have we seen such drama at the Arcadion. Like most others, I watched your matches at the edge of my seat, but I've been most keen to hear your first-hand account. Pray, spare no detail. Your words have provided me with insight and inspiration both. With a few embellishments, I believe I can produce a story that will grip the reader from start to finish. Lest you misunderstand, my works are not intended to be accurate records of events. In the name of a good story, I may take some liberties with certain details. Okay. For example, what if Blackhat had brought even deadlier techniques to bear against you? Or if Honeybee Lovely, whose sweet facade concealed a terrible temper, had become further enraged? What sort of carnage might have unfolded if the brute bomber had stooped to lower lows to seize victory? And last but not least, what if Wicked Thunder refused to retreat, resolving instead the fight on? In such a manner do I let my mind wander when I produce my works, and this time, I'm confident that I have the bestseller in my hands. I thank you for taking the time to share your account with me. I wish you continued success in the arena. Savage! Okay. Now we have one more. I'm gonna look up, is this the last quest or another one after this? Just because I'm curious. I'm sorry. I have 2 more quests after this? I forgot Alliance Raid's quest lines are long, dude. Alright. We got a good amount of yapping with us. Returned at last with answers, I hope. So we're truly in this Juno, as she says. But I've traveled all over Tyrol and never heard of a Juno or a Sondoria or any of those other places. What an Altana's name is Tyrol. I thought you all you Mabulja are from Aragia. Preach, you're all right. And she has you to thank, I'm sure. Thanks for caring, I guess. And who are you exactly? I appreciate the concern, but I've never seen him before in my life. How can you say such a thing? I mean, you do look like the sort I might know, but I'm drawing a blank. What was the name, mister? My name is... You must be the one they found wounded in the Sky Deep Cenote. Well, we have you, to call you something. How about... Alxal? Vagabond in the Mamultang. Vagabond. Though it may be closer to adventure in Arid's Eorzean. Nicely chosen, brother. That does sound rather... that does have a rather nice ring to it. Alxal it is. So, where are we exactly? Juno, or at least a close approximation. Surely remember this place, don't you? It does feel familiar. What's so special about this place anyway? And where did that damn shade get off to? Bah, none of this makes any sense. My, what a vexing predicament. He's alive? Hey, that's the one that put me under a spell, I'm sure of it. Surreal Jaw's alive? So the Bunawa sycophant yet lives. What are you doing here? As you found me in a generous mood, I thought I might enlighten you as to the nature of this place. This is why you've come, isn't it? The young lady is correct. This is the Grand Duchy of Juno. So we really are in Juno, and yet something about it feels so off. I never said this is the real one. It is an imitation, a rather convincing one I might add, which I created based on visions of another world. You built this. That I did. While you and yours were holding the Dawn Servant's coronation, Zerolja and I ventured to the gate of the Golden City. Everything was proceeding as planned. The gate's key was in our possession, the power to reshape the world within our grasps, or so I thought. In the eyes of the resilient sun, I was but a useless tool to be cast aside. By all rights, I should have died when he struck me down, but once the chamber was empty, the gate still open, I saw my chance. What I found when I dragged myself across the threshold was an emptiness, a space beyond time. It was there in this dark expanse I beheld another world. That world was called Vanadiel. Fucking low quality FF11 pictures. What a load of rubbish, as if anyone would believe that everything and everyone here is little more than one of your toys. Electrope. He turned to stone. As I said, everything you see here is my creation. Much like we fashioned a Phantom of Galulja for the feet of the Brotherhood, I was able to use the ceremonial tools to breathe life into my visions of Vanadiel. Under normal circumstances, my conjurings only have strength enough for a brief clash. With that stone, however, my magics are capable of so much more. Isn't that what Zerolja used to build his army? Electrope, he called it. Electrope, you say? If you know its name, then I trust you also know these stones are possessed of immense power. Power enough for my creations to persist for as long as I please. Fortunate, then, that the world between worlds was filled with structures made from Electrope, more than I could ever hope for. Wait, if everything we see here, everything we believed was from Vanadiel is of your making, then am I... Gods, that would mean I am as well. You? Yes, well, a trivial thread in the tapestry of my grand designs. And what a wondrous weave it will be, made possible by the endless possibilities gleaned in the Walk of Echoes. The memories buried there, those remnants of echoes, will shape my dreams into reality. Oh my god, my mouse. I once believed that my dream lay in the resilient sun, but that bastard is dead to me. By my hand, Taral will have the greatest ruler the world has ever known. I made an admirable start, but my work is far from finished. Very soon, I will draw upon the echoes once more to summon the greatest beings of Vanadiel, and their strength will be made one with this magnificent shade. The reason and resolve which built the nation of Tuliolal matched with the uncompromising tyranny that commanded the Mamulja of that world. That's the spirit. My preparations will take time, of course, but when I am ready, you will be certain I will call upon you to bear witness to my greatness. Zerolja, wait. Wait up. Preesh. Damn it all. Just when I thought things couldn't become more complicated. Making sense of Alexandria was trouble enough, but now we have this Vanadiel to deal with as well. I can only imagine how Preesh and Alexal must be feeling. What do you do when your very existence is called into question? First he served that tyrant Zerolja, and now you dare usurp the throne for his pale imitation of the Dawn Servant, sniveling wretch. That world was called Vanadiel. Try as I might, I can recall nothing of my past to refute Zerolja's claims. Priest, on the other hand, seems to know everything of her past and who she is. Yet to be told the memories of your life are not your own, I can only imagine how she must feel. Now's not the time to be disheartened, at least not here anyway. I wouldn't trust anything made by Cerealja to be safe for long. Or to remain functional. Let's return to Mamook while we still can. My mother will want to know what we've seen here. Now that we're returned, I can see that this is the Mamuka that I know. I'm glad to see you and Bakul Jaja returned safely, and you've brought a new guest. There you are. I thought you should be the one to explain what happened out there in Yaktel. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Not simply from another territory, but another world entirely. That explains much of the initial confusion between us. My apologies for any trouble I may have caused, and thank you for taking me in. Different worlds, and yet we seem to have so much in common. I cannot help but wonder what it is that links the two together. What indeed? You mistook us for the Mamulja of your Vanadil when we first met. May I ask what they are like? Nothing at all like you and yours, even if they do bear a striking resemblance. There was a time when all the peoples of Vanadil, the Mamulja included, knew peace. But a tyrant possessed of a terrible power claimed rulership over the Mamulja and turned them against us, before we realized we were at war. A tale similar to ours. In a way, the rare few of us born with two heads grew to be immensely powerful. That power was used to justify our preeminence over all others. But that is not who we are anymore. We can be better than our forebears. We will be better. All of our hard work will be for nothing if Cerealja succeeds in seizing the throne. Well, you'll not want for aid in stopping him, I promise you that. Oh-ho, keen to lend a hand, are you? I don't need to know who I am to know the right thing to do. My blade is yours. On my honor as an adventurer of Vanadil, we will put an end to Cerealja's schemes. If he was here, I'm sure he'd have done the same. Right then. We can worry about whether or not I'm real another day. I'm not going to stand around and let this Cerealja piss all over the memories of my home. So you can count me in too. Don't think you can forget about us. This all started in Yaktel, and we have a duty to keep our forest safe. Is Alxal the player stand-in, maybe? I'm only guessing that, because usually all the Final Fantasy collabs have, like, the main character up here. FF11 is a custom character like 14, but they might have like a meteor like FF14. That might be him? Question mark? Because Alexal is said to meant like just adventure in the Orisian tongue, so maybe that's why he's being called that. I don't know nothing about FF11, so I'm just guessing. Cerealja has left us without a trail to follow, but it's only a matter of time before he reveals himself to challenge Aerith once more. If you're to be ready, I think it's prudent the two of you learn more of our world. An excellent idea, brother. We should start with Tuliolal and see to our own preparations while we're there. If you would meet us all at the Dirtable Landing, we will see Prishan Alxal to Tuliolal. Gotta go all the way there? I have no doubts Alxal and Prish will be safe at your side, but do be sure Bakul Jaja doesn't overexert himself. Oh, the Tuliolo one. Okay. Those balloon power airships are really something. I didn't expect the flight to be so smooth. So this is Tuliolal. Before I forget, I couldn't help but notice how much you seem to know about me. Is there anything else you remember? I'm afraid I don't, and if you don't recognize me either, perhaps we weren't acquaintances after all. What I know of you was likely overheard in a tavern somewhere, patrons sharing stories of your famed exploits. I see. Well, I'll leave it at that then. Now, where to begin? Brother, would it not be wise to first apprise the Landsguard of what's happened, or would you prefer another stern lecture from the Vow of Reason? Ugh, I'd sooner rip off our tail. Fine. Could you keep them occupied while we see to the Landsguard? Maybe take them to eat or something. As I know, take them to Auntie's to sample her tacos. Here for that first meal of yours we spoiled. Oh right. And just so we're clear, we're not expecting to earn your forgiveness. No amount of good deeds will ever undo our past, but there's always time to build a better future. Very insightful, very just good mental of them. When you get there, tell her we sent you. She'll see that it's taken care of. Mature, that's the word. One of many. How she might remember me, but she doesn't even seem to know me. Gods, who am I? Auntie's tacos, eh? Let me guess, they serve tacos? Oh, I can hardly wait. I ate tacos all the time back home. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to take a more scenic route. Maybe something along the way that'll help jog Alexol's memory. Walking the streets of an unfamiliar city feels like I'm back on another adventure. The diversity of the people here is unlike anything I've ever seen in Vanadil. I can't tell you what a relief it is to know everyone here can get along. What a fucking walk, dude. What in the Atlantis name is that? Do people actually ride those things? Chocobos are the only beasts I've ever seen used for riding in Vanadil. If they have any, I'd sure like to see them. Those creatures remind me of the chocobos in Vanadil. To say we adventurers found them indispensable would be no exaggeration. From shore to shore, they were our faithful companions wherever so the roads might lead us. Hellman is surrounded by ocean too, you know. It has the most beautiful views on a clear day. Not without the occasional monster, though. It's nice being able to walk around like this without your guard up all the time. I cannot say why, but I've remembered something looking out at the sand dunes. There was a man out on the docks who claimed he could teach me new battle arts, but he would only agree on the condition that I retrieved for him a damselfly worm, an apron, and a magic skull. But I suppose you met anyone in your travels who's made such queer quests. I happened to spy a few goblins on the way to the market. I remember them living in the major cities of Vanadil as well. Of course, there was no shortage of the unscrupulous sort, living in the wilds as well. They would gather in droves and give chase to adventurers, forcing anyone and everyone to retreat back to the safety of town. So these are the markets of Tuliolal. There are so many stands, I wouldn't know where to begin. It's enough to make my head spin. Some fruit would sure hit the spot right about now. No, Preach, remember, you're here to eat tacos. This is the place, right? I can smell the savory meats already. And you must be eating at tea. Bakul Jaja recommended we sample your tacos, so we'll have 3 of your finest, please. Bakul Jaja sent you, did he? Take a seat and I'll be right over with a tray of our world-famous fare. Tacos at long last. Oh, how I've waited for this moment. I thought nothing could match the rich flavor of our tacos back home, but the spicy seasoning of this meat is something else. I don't want to throw... Well, that's not really throwing him under the bus, but... I don't want to be jokingly mean to him right now. Preach is taking the lead, but we won't be outdone, surely. Taco time. Whew, I couldn't eat another bite. Thanks for treating us. It was almost like a taste of home. Tavnazia. Seeing as we still have a little extra time to ourselves, care to hear more about Vanadil? "20 years ago, the land was gripped by terrible conflict, the Crystal War, they called it, and it wasn't long before my home, Tavnazia, was drawn into the struggle. During their assault on the peninsula, the beastmen launched a weapon so powerful it sundered the land connecting us to the mainland. Those who survived fled to the Tavnazian safehold. It wasn't much, but we were able to piece together a modest living down in those caves." Sorry, I'm spoiling the mood, aren't I? You're an adventurer too, aren't you? Have any tales of daring you can share with us? There's one time I fought God, and this other time I fought God. Oh, this one other time I fought God. Oh, the moon. He's talking about the moon. Zodiac. God. Traveling to other worlds and saving this one from the very embodiment of despair. Or he's just pointing to space, who knows. Wait, really? You're not just an adventurer, you're a goddamn living legend! A hero and living legend. Sorry for the wait. There was much to apprise the Landsguard of, as you well know. That Surrealjaw was behind the stolen relics, and the sightings of Galul Jaja was understandably difficult for them to hear. And yet there are others enticed by the rumor of a strange portal in the woods. I've heard some foolhardy treasure seekers have even gone off looking for it. A dangerous thought, knowing Surrealjaw could show up at any time with more of those echoes. Which is why I'm going back to Juneau to make sure our people stay out of there. If you're going, then so are we. It beats sitting around waiting. I love this music. It's really odd. This reminds me of Paper Mario 64. Maybe we should bring Muklamon and the other friend of yours, Kryl, was it? I'm fairly sure I've had Tavnazian tacos before. They were famous for their hardiness and helped starve off fatigue, perfect for those who often found themselves on the defensive in battle. Gods, those tacos were bloody brilliant. There's nothing better than good food and good company to pass the time. As soon as Bakul Jaja gives the word, we'll be off. Juneau. With that, we had time to show you more of Tuliolal, but we can't afford to have anyone wandering about in Juneau. Let us make haste to Yoctel. Sorry, I looked away. It's hard to blame anyone for wanting to take a peek inside. I know I certainly would. The sooner we clear this place out, the better. I can only speak for myself, but the idea of running headlong through a mysterious rift to gods knows where in search of treasure seems absurd. Taral has no shortage of legends like the City of Gold to inspire would-be treasure seekers. No risk is too great if they believe their dreams can be realized. Efforts better spent on a more honest living, I'd say. Walking the noble path like you, brother. In any case, whoever we find in there, we have to get them out quickly. That's how preposterous it seems, but none of this is real, and Mulja, by the name of Surrealjaw, created this place. And what if one of those weird shadow things is out to gobble you up? City's not also at all what it should be. I would have given her a drink right about now. What am I looking at, dude? That's the... Okay, buddy. Okay. Looking the fool. Chululu divining, 5-card, other worthers. I'd probably be laughing at all these references, but I don't know them. Neptune Spire. Applicants invite our branch. Please, will issue membership. We don't mean to threaten you, but you need to leave at once. This place is more dangerous than it looks. I've never seen a city like this in Tyrol before. Dangerous, you say? Perhaps I should hold off on surveying further then. What a shame. I happened upon a rather curious stone I hoped to take with me, but it was stolen by some Tonawautan brute. Without knowing the value of that stone, I can't say it's worth giving chase, but he ran off to the south if you mean to go after them. I'll be leaving now. If it's truly as dangerous as you say, I hope you'll be leaving soon as well. That stone is probably what we see, which is that fucking electrope. Hey, didn't I see you in the Boyada tree? Get anything good from Aquarius? There were like some adventures on the side of there. Oh, even like the even like I think the map outskirts, all this is probably exactly how FF11 maps look. That's really cool. Really cool. I like that. Welcome, Chamber of Commerce. We assist job labor. When I jumped through the rift, I was expecting a dungeon or maybe a labyrinth, not whatever all this is. It's dangerous. I need to leave. Don't make me laugh. Not long ago, I heard someone crowing in the streets about some rare stone they found. Something like that could only be worth a fortune. I'm not going anywhere if there's riches just lying around for the taking. It's all fake. You're not fooling anyone. You just want all the treasure for yourself, but I'm not leaving until I found it. Hold on. I just want to talk to this person again because I realized I never double talked to them. They left. Never mind. That's why I couldn't. You came looking for some fancy trinkets too? Well, feast your eyes on this. We spoke with anyone who would listen, though a few were too stubborn to heed our warnings. A block of raw electrope, but how? I take it you're the one that found this. I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave with that stone. It's too dangerous. You expect me to just hand it over? Bah, this isn't Tuliolal. You have no authority here. I found it and I'm keeping it. This is for your own good. Put that stone down and walk away, or else. Careful, brother. Lay a hand on him and the vow will resolve. Will never let us hear the end of it. We're already in her debt as it is. Fine, you've come here to make your fortune, yes? Then let me pay you for it. That would certainly save me the trouble of finding a suitable buyer, but don't expect me to let it go for cheap. You couldn't help but overhear you're selling an artifact found in these ruins. What if this gentleman's willing to pay? I assure you I can pay more. Great, that's what we need. What do you suppose we need to do now? Explaining the circumstances surrounding this place would likely take more time than we can afford. Ah, of course. Why not hold an auction for the stone? An auction? That would certainly simplify matters. It would save you the trouble of bargaining with all interested parties separately, and incentivizes them to pay you handsomely lest they be outbid. Fine by me, but I'll only be accepting payment in gil. This money will be taking me overseas, where I can finally live the life I've always wanted. My work has been turning a tidy profit these days, so I've quite to spare. I'll offer up every last gil to my name if I have to. That stone will be mine. An auction should hopefully make things easier for Bukul Jaja, assuming he can outbid for his competition, of course. I'm guessing Alexol was inspired by the nearby auction house. Still, this was quick thinking. Let's hold the auction already and get this over with. If I may have your opening bids. Can you handle the bidding? We don't have much experience with auctions, but we do have coin you can use. Around 1 million gil saved up from our work with the Landsguard. Hopefully that will be enough. Foreign merchants relieved me of my stock a few moons past, and it's a good thing they did. 1,500,000 gil, and I was forced to spend half of it on preparations for this expedition. So he's down 750k. So he's at 750k right now. So something above 750k. I have no time for the back and forth of this bargaining nonsense. All I need is one bid to win that stone. So she's gonna bid once. Maybe. Well, it's imperative that we recover the Electro, but wouldn't do the show your hand too early. Better to be conservative with your bids, staying just ahead of the competition. Damn, I wish I had money to join in. Seems like fun. So we have 1 million. He has 750k. She's just gonna do one big bid. We have 1 million gil all told, but I'm trusting you won't need to spend all of it. So, what's your offer? Mission begun. Outbid your competitors for the Electro while conserving your capital. Right then, how much will we start with? We'll start very low. Is that all? Then I'll start with 400,000 gil. 400,000? I was hoping to keep at least half my savings, but if we have more, if we have to bid more. A bold move, but I'm willing to bet that's all you have. 560,000 gil. Half my savings gone. Surely they're close to conceding, right? No. We gotta keep it under 700k until he does his bid. 600,000? How's anyone meant to compete with that? Out of the running. Good. Then I'll bid 700,000. Only one left now, but I don't think he'll give up without a fight. He has 750k, so there's an 800,000. Wait, no, we keep just going low. 710,000. We can save, we can save. Shit. Well, I've come too far to back down now. 720,000 gil. Raising their bid by such narrow margins, someone's reached their limits. Objection! Finally, it's over. You have a knack for business dealings, Arid. Maybe you were a merchant in another life. I just chose the lowest option every time, dude. This looks to be all of it. The stone is yours. Yeah, fuck you, man. That was more expensive than I would have liked it, but nothing a few hunt bills can't make up for, I hope. As fun as that looked, I'm sure that I would have made a mess of things if that were me. I tend to get a little carried away under pressure. Well done, friend. Now let's have a look at the Electrope. God, this presence, it feels familiar. The Shadow Lord. There's no mistaking that deep and bitter malice. This stone must have served as the heart of the Shadow Lord's echo. He was a being of pure hatred, responsible for bringing about the Crystal War. I was part of the company that would eventually bring his reign of terror to an end. You helped defeat the Shadow Lord? meaning Alexel must have been there with him, but I don't remember ever hearing about that. So him, I think, is MC of FF11 then. In any case, I will hold on to the Electrope. We should hurry back and speak with the Lance Guard. Excuse me, but were you speaking of the Shadow Lord just now? If there's more you wish to know, perhaps I can be of help. I've heard a great many tales of the fiend from the bards who frequent the taverns here in Juneau. I've been waiting over yonder near the fountain for my companions to arrive, but you're welcome to speak with me until they do. So there's just FF11 lore dump. A most welcome offer, though there is much to be said for a first-hand encounter with the Echo in question. Perhaps we can revisit these tales another time, after we've made certain no more treasure hunters can readily gain entry. Let's return to Tuliolal and speak with the Lance Guard. Arid, come and meet us at Bright Bloom Post. Okay. Ah, there you are. If you have any burning questions about this place or anything else in Vanadil, I should be happy to answer them. I will do that later. Maybe off camera. The Lance Guard all appear to be well trained and well armed. I dare say they would be a match even for our soldiers back home. I was hoping for a few of the Lance Guard would be here already. Once again, we're left with nothing but time on our hands. Until Surrealjaw shows himself, I suppose there's no shortage of work to be done if we ask the Lance Guard. You may be better served exploring Tural, familiarizing yourself with the land. It wouldn't do to find yourself lost when you're needed most. An honest-to-God's adventure! What a great idea! You're coming with me, Alexel. Don't you dare say you're not interested. Any self-respecting adventurer would jump at a chance like this. I'll not deny the suggestion piques my interest. We warn you now, though. The wilds of Tural are rife with danger. It is no place for the unprepared. I welcome the challenge. Ha ha ha. I can hardly count the number of times Vanadil's been visited by some world-ending calamity, but no matter how dire things may have seemed, we always found a way through, together. This will be no different, I'm sure of it. There's nothing we can't do so long as we have each other. A band of adventurers barely met, united in the face of a great peril, just like old times. Our adventure is always so sentimental. Is that so terrible a thing? Ah, here he is. The moment we learn anything about Surrealjaw's movements, I've asked him to contact you. Doodles. Complete. Cutscene? Meanwhile, in the echoed of Tulia. Soon we will slaughter them all. Is that not so, Surreal Jaw? Soon, my Dawn Servant, very soon. There shall be none to stop you from taking your rightful place on the throne. How fortunate for me he lacks the wisdom of the true Dawn Servant. But if he will be made fit to rule, I must choose from the echoes carefully. The Shadow Lord showed promise, but Vanadila is a land of rich history. I need to settle for those who are but a blink of an eye to the in the annals of history. With the strength of the ancients, I will bring Tiral, no, the whole world to its knees. You insane bitch. You get to hear any word of Surreal Jaw's whereabouts. Rest assured, you will be first to know should we learn anything. I did it! I'm fully caught up. I did all MSQ, I did all Blue Quest. I got those two. I'll do these maybe at some point. Alright. That should be fun. Toodaloos until next time I stream, which I don't know, honestly. Oh, well, I'll probably stream something else, but I don't know when the next time I'll stream this.